Okay, welcome to the press conference for the Arkansas Razorbacks. We're joined by head coach Kelsi Musick and student athlete Taleyah Jones. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach, then we'll take questions for Taleyah. After that, we'll release her back to the locker room and then take questions for Coach.
You know, I thought my team really came out in the second quarter and fought, but I thought we dug a hole in the first that really limited what we were able to do in the final 3 quarters of the game. But our fight and our grit, I definitely think that's something to be commended because they never gave up and they kept fighting.
Please raise your hand. We'll bring you a mic to ask questions of Taleyah. Right here in the middle.
Taleyah, Kentucky came out, they hit a couple of threes. It seemed like their energy level just really ratcheted up. What was the challenge in trying to match that, and how do you think your team did in that first quarter?
Yeah, you know, we just didn't get out there fast enough. We just needed to be able to get out there and close out a little harder just because they were knocking down every 3 that they got, especially number 32. She did an amazing job out there. So we just needed to, you know, fix and execute a little bit better on our rotations.
Any more questions for Taleyah? Taleyah, just can you reflect back on this first season playing for Coach and just the season overall for your team?
Yeah, you know, it was amazing. You know, my dream was to play in SEC. So it was an awesome start. We had so much fun. And even though, you know, we didn't get the results that we wanted, I truly still felt like we had a family, and it was great. It was awesome to, you know, play with these girls and lay a foundation for Coach Musick for the future.
All right. Got one here on the left.
Yeah, do you feel like you can build on the last win of the season and carry it into off season with some momentum?
Yes, of course. You know, we will remember that game and know that we are capable and able to, you know, compete and do good. So I know that would give us motivation to work even harder.
Back here in the middle.
What do you think attributed to the turnaround in the second quarter? It seems like you guys were just like one basket away from really making it a close game.
Yeah, you know, Coach got on our butt, but then, you know, we were locked in and was like, yes, we have to put her. If we want a chance to win, we have to, you know, go all out and give everything on the floor. So that was our mindset, and yes, we were right there. But you know, I'm still proud of our team and our effort.
Any more questions for Taleyah? Taleyah, thank you. You can be dismissed back to the open locker room.
Thank you.
We'll take questions for Coach. Here in the middle.
Coach, just what are your thoughts? It's always a little bit bittersweet when the season is over, and just what's going through your mind right now?
You know, I thought we did a good job of laying the foundation. You know, when you're doing a rebuild, it takes time, and so I'm extremely proud of this team's grit. Like you mentioned, you asked that question about the second quarter. I thought we were playing on our heels in the first, and we weren't executing transition defense. So we really tried to turn up the pressure, and I thought my players adapted and adjusted. And so I think for them to be able to stay the course, considering the fact that we have lost a lot of games in the SEC, for us to come out on Sunday and be able to stay the course, stay together, to keep fighting, I definitely feel like that's one thing these young ladies have done day in and day out, night in and night out. They've continued to fight. And I tell them sometimes, you know, you might not understand why. It might be 10 years from now why we had to face adversity, and hopefully it helps them later in life, because there's always something you can learn in life, whether it's good or bad.
All right, here on the left.
Coach, you've built championship teams in the past. Have you seen signs this year of things that harken back to some of those previous programs?
Absolutely. You know, when you're in a rebuild, you revert back. I mean, this isn't the first time that I've had the opportunity to do that, but at the same time, Just staying the course and staying focused, staying positive, and not resting on your laurels, and making sure that we stick to our pillars and who we are, night in and night out, and representing the University of Arkansas with class and with composure and with some grit and grace. I think those things are extremely important, and we'll continue to do that. But you have to start somewhere, and the foundation's been laid. But I definitely see there's a lot of positives that we can take from it, and there's some things we need to learn from, and we'll continue to grow and provide a different outcome in the future.
Back here in the middle.
Your specific thoughts on Kentucky? They were underseeded and come out and have to play them in the first round. Just your thoughts on that.
Oh, phenomenally coached team. They're well-rounded. They have phenomenal inside and outside play. I mean, they can shoot it from the three-point line extremely well. Coach Brooks does a phenomenal job. They're a tough team. I mean, I think they're a tough draw for anybody. I mean, just their last game on Sunday was a really tight game, and as they closed out their regular season. So phenomenal team, very well coached, and it's going to be an exciting tournament. I can tell you that.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.